2 years ago, we saw Mikey flashing this infectious smile, tearing up the court, and living his best life.
It still hasn't really hit me yet. Feels good being on any court at any time. Just gotta cherish the moment.
But rewind to just 1 month ago, and you'd catch him in a courtroom facing a completely different reality.
San Ysidro High School basketball star Mikey Williams is facing multiple charges tonight related to a shooting in Hamul.
As you can see, he is a completely different person. This prodigy basketball prospect seemed to have his hoop dreams on hold. But now he is back in the spotlight. Despite the bumps in the road, the hoop dream isn't dead.
It's all over. It's got past it.
So Mikey, how you feeling after court today?
I feel good, brother. You know, all glory to God. I'm just happy that I made it out of this situation, you know, but I'm just excited to get back to the court.
He might have just found a lifeline to his college dreams. It's a comeback story in the making. But before we get into that, let's rewind and get to know the man behind the headlines, Mikey Williams. Born on June 26, 2004, out of the basketball hotbed in San Diego, California, Mikey was destined for greatness. His ride to stardom was nothing short of meteoric, with everyone pegging him as the next big thing. The guy's got the moves, the dunks, and the scoring prowess that made him a walking bucket. NBA franchises had their eyes set on him, envisioning a future star in the making. But then, everything took a sudden turn. A judicial turmoil came into play that derailed Mikey's hooping journey. The rising star was facing a challenge that changed the trajectory of his entire career. What happened? Well, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of all of it too, so stick around. Let's take a look at Mikey's roots. Born into a sports-centric family, Mikey's genes are infused with the love of the game. His pops, Milan, balled out for Sweetwater High School, earning that all-CIF SDS selection. His mom, Charisse, wasn't slacking either. She repped Kearney High School on the softball field before heading to Hampton University. As you can see, it's clear the Williams house was all about that sports life. Early days. Mikey's basketball journey started on the concrete courts behind their family's apartment. He was balling out while being guided by his old man, drilling through the basics of the game. But he also soaked up game-changing lessons from godmother Malcolm Thomas and family friend Tyrone Shelley, both of whom made waves at San Diego State. But elementary school wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for Mikey. He found himself in the ring with bullies, throwing down when he needed to. But the gym was his sanctuary. As a ball boy for San Ysidro High School head coach Terry Tucker, Mikey practically lived there. As Terry Tucker put it, he couldn't keep him away. That passion for the game was already burning bright. Mikey's stardom was a national spectacle. Crowds, cameras, autograph hunters. He had it all. It wasn't only about hometown glory. Mikey and his travel team had their eyes on the USBA National Championships. The hype was real and the stakes were high. But, as they say, with great fame comes great expectations. Not everyone was on the Mikey train. Skeptics saw danger in hyping up a middle school prodigy, and let's be honest, expecting NBA stardom at that age is a stretch. The pressure was intense, and Mikey felt it. The Williams family was determined to ride the Mikey Mania wave. They leveraged platforms like TikTok and Instagram as they marketed Mikey like a brand. Carefully curated content showcased his dedication on the court, stylish outfits, and glimpses of a flashy future. Even standing next to a sports car that he couldn't legally drive. It was a statement, a declaration that Mikey was there to make his mark, and the world better take notice. High school. When Mikey hit high school, it was game on. The Williams family threw caution to the wind, making a bold move by inviting the media powerhouse Overtime into their lives. Cameras were rolling everywhere Mikey went, capturing the essence of his incredible journey. In the debut episode, Mikey unleashed a mind-blowing 360 behind-the-back dunk. This sent shockwaves through the basketball world, and just like that, he smashed the 1 million Instagram follower mark. The Williams family marked the occasion with a cake adorned with 7 candles, a symbolic 1 followed by 6 zeros. Mikey was building a kingdom of followers. 1 million strong, rubbing digital shoulders with heavyweights while he was just a teenager. Fast forward to the end of sophomore year, and we're talking about a jaw-dropping 3.2 million followers. The kid was a social media sensation. But it wasn't just about the numbers, it was about the message. Sitting like a king on a throne chair against the backdrop of his hometown, Mikey broke it down for the Overtime cameras. It signifies, "I'm not up next, I'm up right now," he declared, setting the tone of what was to come. The moment marked only the beginning of his extraordinary ride. His stardom was reaching new heights, and it seemed like there were no limits. But, as we're about to discover, fame comes with its own set of challenges. Even before high school, Mikey had already carved out a spot as one of the hottest prospects in the class of 2023. The comparisons to none other than Bronny James, LeBron's kin, were swirling around. The court was buzzing, and Mikey's name was on everyone's lips. Mikey hit the high school basketball scene like a hurricane, making his freshman debut at San Ysidro High School. And what a debut it was. A mind-blowing 46-point performance, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. In the very next game, Williams cranked it up a notch, dropping 50 points. And if you thought that was impressive, brace yourself. In a showdown against Kearney High School, Mikey went off for a career-high 77 points, sinking 9 threes in the process. Not only did he break the CIF San Diego section single-game scoring record, but he also set the state freshman record for single-game scoring. This kid was rewriting history. The headlines were ablaze with Mikey's name in his freshman year, where he averaged 29.9 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game. He was putting up a show on the court, and the standout performance earned him the prestigious Max Preps National Freshman of the Year honors. Now, entering his sophomore year, Williams decided to switch things up. He left the West Coast vibes of San Diego and headed east to Lake Norman Christian School. It was a move that raised eyebrows, but Mikey was all about chasing growth and new challenges. But fast forward to his senior year, and Mikey pulls off a plot twist. He made a triumphant return to his roots, his original high school, San Ysidro High School. College recruitment. Mikey experienced many ups and downs and set records. Despite this, he stayed in high demand for college basketball recruitment. The heavyweight programs came knocking, with Kansas and USC showing serious interest. The basketball powerhouses saw the potential in Mikey's game, recognizing the star power he brought to the court. However, not everything was smooth sailing. Rumors started swirling around Mikey. Reports suggested he might skip college basketball and use an alternate route to the NBA. This uncertainty made some big-time programs pump the brakes. Hesitations crept in as they weighed the risks and rewards of securing a player who might have a different path in mind. But the suspense finally ended in November 2022 when Mikey, alongside San Ysidro teammate J.J. Taylor, dropped the bombshell. They were committing to Memphis after a visit to the school. The Tiger Nation was buzzing, and the duo was set to bring their game to a whole new level. Mikey was ready to hit the court for Coach Penny Hardaway in the 2023-24 season, but then everything changed. The legal drama unfolded for over 8 months. The stakes were high, and the future of his basketball career hung in the balance. Mikey had emerged as one of the earliest stars of the name, image, and likeness era. He had secured a multi-year deal with Puma in 2021 for an undisclosed amount. With millions of followers across his social media platforms, his NIL valuation was estimated at a staggering $3.6 million by On3.com. The hype was real, the endorsements were rolling in, but then came the legal storm that cast a shadow over it all. At just 19, Mikey seemed to have it all. He had $1 million NIL, he had endorsements from Gatorade and Overtime Elite, and an incredible basketball career lay ahead. But in April 2023, the script took an unexpected twist, plunging Mikey's life into uncertainty. The incident. Williams was preparing to hit the court for Memphis, but after a late-night incident last spring, he found himself in the eye of the storm. This incident led to his arrest on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. Allegedly upset by unexpected visitors at his $1.2 million hilltop home east of San Diego, Mikey allegedly threatened to shoot them. The situation escalated when he allegedly fired a handgun at their departing vehicle. The gunfire caused damage, but miraculously left the 6 occupants unharmed. The legal repercussions were swift. At the time of the incident, the 18-year-old faced multiple counts of assault with a firearm, carrying a potential penalty of up to 30 years in prison. But Mikey posted a $50,000 bond, securing his release amid a storm of legal uncertainty. In the aftermath, the University of Memphis made a decisive statement. They stated, while Mikey Williams remains on the roster, he will not have access to team-related facilities or activities until his pending legal process in California is complete. But in a December 2023 courtroom turn, Mikey pleaded guilty to a lesser charge. This was a pivotal moment in a case that had once loomed over his basketball future. Initially facing a daunting 9 felony counts, prosecutors announced a significant reduction. The 9 felony accounts were cut down to a single misdemeanor. This completely changed the trajectory of Williams' legal battle. But while the plea deal offered a lifeline, it came with conditions. Mikey must fulfill certain requirements before his sentencing date in August 2024. These include completing 80 hours of community service, gun safety courses, and anger management programs. Additionally, a 10-year prohibition on owning a firearm was imposed. Looking ahead, if Williams follows the rules of the agreement and doesn't commit more crimes, the smaller charge becomes active. The lawyer for Williams says that even though a judge can still decide, there is no thought of going to jail. Amid the legal turbulence, Memphis showcased resilience on the court. The Tigers have an impressive 15-2 record to start the season. This shows they could contend even without Williams. With losses to only Villanova and Ole Miss, the team highlighted their depth and strength. Endorsement fallout. Mikey saw a significant hit to his brand. The charges he faced cost him big time, and the repercussions were hitting where it hurts the most: his endorsements. Puma, the global brand, had made him the first American high school basketball player to score a sneaker deal with a global company at just 17. However, Puma spokeswoman Melissa Garballo confirmed that they cut ties with Williams. And it's not just Puma. Other endorsements swiftly reversed their course. Lace Clips, an earlier endorsement, was also revoked. Jonathan Nussbaum, the president of Lace Clips, made it crystal clear. He said, "He is not someone that will be associated with our brand going forward." The financial fallout from lost endorsements was massive. Once a 4-star prospect, Mikey Williams' stock had been on a decline even before his legal troubles. He is currently ranked 49th on ESPN 100 and 39th on 24/7 Sports. The fall in rankings reflects a narrative of fading star power due to his off-court issues. But even before his arrest, Mikey's star had lost some of its luster. He dropped to 71st in Rivals' class of 2023 rankings. His decision to step back from major grassroots events in a less than impressive senior season contributed to the decline. Major colleges started losing interest, and NBA scouts also cooled on the once highly touted prospect. Transfer. Amid the evolving landscape, Mikey made a significant decision. He entered the transfer portal after learning that his return to action for the Memphis Tigers was under discussion. The committee evaluating his situation was assessing whether he'd be allowed to play in the 2023-24 as well as the 2024-25 season. In an official statement, Memphis confirmed Mikey Williams' entry into the transfer portal. They said, "We can confirm Mikey Williams has chosen to enter the transfer portal. The university process for him to join the men's basketball program was underway, but Williams elected to explore his options at this time." Now, for those unfamiliar with the transfer portal, here's the lowdown. The NCAA Transfer Portal is a private database of all NCAA sports across Division I, II, and III. It serves as a platform for student athletes wishing to transfer. However, it's important to note that this database is not accessible to the public. The transfer process starts when a player submits written notification of their intent to transfer to their school's compliance office. Within 48 hours, the compliance office must comply with the player's request, and refusal is not an option. Once the player's name is in the portal, other schools can start contact. Players, however, retain the flexibility to change their minds and withdraw from the portal. Now, a key aspect is that once a player enters the portal, the current scholarship obligation is no longer set in stone. If a player decides to stay after entering the portal, the school is no longer obligated to provide a scholarship. This adds a layer of complexity to the decision-making process for both the players and the schools involved. Players can also request a Do Not Contact tag. It indicates they don't wish to be contacted by other schools unless they initiate communication. It's a measure to control the transfer process and maintain some level of privacy and control over the decision-making. The University of Central Florida contacted Mikey and made a pivotal move, deciding to transfer from Memphis to UCF. His lawyer, Troy P. Owens, shed light on the decision, saying, "Had the committee ruled that Mr. Williams could not play in the 2024-2025 season, he faced the possibility of missing 2 years of basketball. This was not something that Mr. Williams was willing to risk." In a surprising twist, Williams announced his transfer to UCF in an Instagram post. He wrote, "All I need was a chance." This signaled a fresh start with the Knights. This marks a significant moment for UCF. Mikey is now one of the highly touted players to commit to the program. Notable names like Marcus Jordan and Taco Fall held this title before. Mikey's decision to transfer wasn't a solo move, though. Memphis freshman J.J. Taylor, a close friend of Williams, also announced his intention to transfer. Memphis head coach Penny Hardaway expressed his support for Mikey's decision to move on. The former Orlando Magic star said, "He has the right to do what he needs to do for himself, and I wish him well." Throughout Mikey's legal saga, Penny Hardaway had consistently voiced strong public support for the star recruit. "That's what I'm in this business for, to stick my neck out on the line for kids and young men and hope that they appreciate it. I think those young men both have bright futures and they have every right to do what they want. I really wanted to coach both. I really did. Mikey and I still are in touch, but he has a right to do what he needs to do for himself, and I wish him well. I'm going to stay in touch with him for sure." Memphis stint. Mikey's stint at Memphis was marked by legal battles that prevented him from stepping onto the court. The legal proceedings took center stage, sidelining the talented guard. Mikey was enrolled in online classes and on the roster. However, access to team facilities or activities remained off limits throughout the legal battle in a suburban San Diego courtroom. The immediate future for Mikey Williams at UCF is uncertain. It's still being determined whether he'll be immediately available for action or if he'll have to wait until the 2024-25 season to hit the court for the Knights. And this adds an element of suspense to his transition to UCF. UCF's game changer. The Knights have added a 4-star guard, Mikey Williams, to the roster. This signals a potentially transformative moment for the program. The Knights are eager to integrate Mikey into the lineup. However, there are challenges regarding his immediate eligibility to play this year. The complexities of navigating the transfer process and NCAA regulations make it a tough hurdle. If he can hit the court right away, no worries. A half season with the program could still bring substantial benefits for Williams and the Knights. Even if he is unable to play immediately, the stint with UCF offers valuable opportunities. He can use this time to get stronger and acclimate to the demands of being a college student-athlete. He can also grasp Coach Dawkins' system and benefit from mentorship by existing players on the team. It's a chance for holistic development that extends beyond the court. Looking ahead, UCF's backcourt for the future seems promising. The Knights have only one commitment in the 2024 class, 3-star combo guard Kyle Green. Even if delayed, the potential addition of Mikey Williams could solidify the Knights' future backcourt. The mix of experience and emerging talent sets the stage for an exciting chapter in UCF basketball. The road ahead. Many believe that this is stepping down a level is a strategic move for Mikey. The shift will provide him with the environment to focus on personal and basketball development. A standout performance in this setting might open doors to high major programs in the near future. Drawing parallels to the recent transfer of former Memphis Tiger Amani Bates to Eastern Michigan showcases the potential positive impact of a change in environment. Bates excelled there with an average of 19.2 points per game. This slower-paced setting might offer Mikey Williams the opportunity to hone his skills. He might also potentially follow a similar trajectory. UCF, with its basketball program, presents Williams with a platform for image rehabilitation both on and off the floor. The move offers him a chance to redefine his narrative and prove his capabilities in a new setting. It's an opportunity he's expressed a hunger for, stating that all he needed was a chance. Beyond the game. Mikey's incidents serve as a vital lesson, emphasizing that young athletes need more than just athletic prowess. Scoring points or hitting home runs is crucial, but it's equally important to understand the unique position and trajectory of their athletic careers. One critical aspect young athletes must be schooled in is dealing with stardom. It goes beyond the game, teaching them how to navigate the spotlight and make wise decisions. Staying away from dangerous situations and influences becomes a crucial skill in their toolkit. Unfortunately, not every young athlete is blessed with proper guidance or a robust support system. In these vulnerable moments, wrong influences can creep in. They can lead to erroneous decisions even within a supportive environment. There needs to be more than talent alone. It must be coupled with wisdom, discipline, and the ability to listen. Mikey's journey shows the importance of making sound choices off the court. It demonstrates that life skills are just as pivotal as athletic skills. For Mikey, the narrative isn't just about returning to the spotlight as a talented athlete, it's about reclaiming his life and rewriting a future marked by triumph over tragedy. the focus shifts from the game to personal growth and resilience. But for now, only time will tell. And speaking of Mikey, dive deeper into the details of his gun incident and arrest by hitting play on this video. It's over. Mikey Williams just ruined his career. Knowledge is power, and understanding the complexities of these situations can be eye-opening. As always, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep the conversation going.